you're thinking of moving to Denton, Texas? Well, in this video, we are going to talk about one of the hottest topics in our rapidly growing city, and that's new construction homes. Hey y'all, I'm Autumn Walker, and I get phone calls and texts from people every day thinking of moving to Denton. So whether you're thinking of moving in 9 days or maybe 9 months, feel free to reach out. All of my contact info is in the description, and I would be so happy to help you make a smooth move here. Okay, so let's get after it. If you have driven around Denton lately, you've probably noticed all of the new construction communities. They are rapidly expanding the boundaries of our city, and in this video, we're going to talk about different home builders, everything you need to know about new construction. We're going to look at some homes that are in different price points so that you can get an idea of maybe what's in your budget. So let's get after it. Right now I am in the country club community, and the home that we are about to tour is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath home. It is a whopping 3,900 square feet, and it's currently listed for 1.4 million, something around there. Now this community is all new build, and it's very well maintained. This home sits on about a half an acre lot, so you know you've got a decent sized yard, probably room for a pool. I'm not sure if this home has a pool, but we'll go in and see. We'll drive around at the end so that you can get a look at all of the different homes that will be surrounding this home. All right guys, let's take a look inside. Okay, so right off the bat, I noticed that the front door here, very solid, very heavy. I'm not sure what type of wood it is, but it's got a nice weight to it. The foyer is brick, which is a really nice contrast to the hardwood floors. And it looks like you've got an office space right when you come into the front door here. And over to the right, it looks like we've got some bedrooms here. First bedroom here, it is carpeted. You've got the really nice thick shutters, beautiful ceiling fan, and a good sized walk-in closet. Like I can come in here and completely turn around, bend my arms. Then we've got an ensuite bathroom. Okay, so it's a Jack and Jill situation. So they've got their own private sink for that room, shower and toilet here, and then you go right into another room with, oh wow, another really nice size walk-in closet here. And then they've got the rack up top for all of your seasonal things that you want to hang that you don't need to get to frequently. That's awesome. And we've got another bedroom here, that Jack and Jill. We got other bedroom, some solar blocking shades here. That's a really nice touch. And the bedrooms here are carpeted. So let's pop back out. So now I'm back out into the foyer, and then they've got stairs that go upstairs, and then you step into the open floor plan. Oh, wow. Here is a beam on this mantle, exposed wood. I just love that. A stone fireplace with like an electric fireplace there, completely open. Wow. Tons and tons of natural light. Look at this. That kitchen. What a view. They've got the gold finish, hardwood, and soft close drawers. Double oven. Great touch. Especially on the holidays when you're cooking a ton, or if you just like to host a lot. Double oven is awesome. Built-in wine rack. Gorgeous island and a farm sink. It's got the lowered farm sink here. And then 2-tone cabinets. That's very interesting. Got a different wood of cabinet underneath the sink. Those beams, they're really pretty light fixture. Okay, so the cabinet matches the built-in hood above the range oven. Okay. All right, built-in cabinetry for the fridge and walk-in pantry here. Okay, so this is huge, this walk-in pantry. And then there's even counter space in here for our food prep or anything extra that you need to do. Deep shelving on this side, and then maybe a little shallower for like your canned goods or whatnot. And if it's messy, you just shut the door. That's awesome. All right, your little mudroom area. You can put hooks here to hang, you know, your backpacks or just an area to set your groceries when you walk in. Laundry room. They have a utility sink in the laundry room. That is clutch. Look at all this counter space and cabinetry. I mean, then you got a rack back there for hanging up clothes to dry, and another closet. And the tile floor, custom tile floor, is beautiful. 3-car garage out here. And they finished the floor. Very nice. Definitely big enough to fit your F-150 if that's what you drive. So let's move along. I'm assuming this is probably the primary bedroom. So we're in the primary bedroom, a nice view of the backyard, and a huge ensuite bathroom, walk-in shower with a built-in bench there, gold finishes, a standalone tub here, very, very wide cabinets, double sinks, obviously, your own private throne room. Wow, look at this closet. I mean, this could be a separate bedroom just by itself. Look at all this space. You don't even need a dresser in your bedroom because you got it all built in right here. I mean, isn't that incredible? You could have shoes for days on here. And if you've got a window, you might consider closing it so that your clothes don't get sun faded. And then they, again, have the rack up high for seasonal things that you don't need to get to very often. I mean, you could live in here. You could put, you know, a built-in safe or something in there. Let's head back out through the primary bed. And this is nice that you've got a little bit of leeway into the kitchen from the primary. So it's not like you're coming right out of your bedroom, right into, you know, the entertainment open space. I think that's really a great touch there. Let's head upstairs and see what they've got going on up there. And that's a really pretty sliding barn door that they have so that the 2 bedrooms here could have some privacy if they need it. Carpeted stairs. I guess it's pretty good for preventing falls. Now we are upstairs and let's check it out. Looks like it's a big open loft, vaulted ceilings. You do have a fan because, you know, upstairs sometimes can get a little cooler. Although there is their own separate thermostat up here, so they must have 2 units. This is probably a crawl space, but this is another crawl space. But you also have a window, which helps bring in some natural light. Yes, another crawl space. I need to look up what type of insulation this is. So that's the foam encapsulation insulation that I just showed you in that crawl space there. So this is considered your bonus room. You can turn this into a playroom, a theater room, an extra guest bedroom. If you bring a bed and a dresser and, you know, a little wardrobe, then this could totally function as a guest bedroom. All right, let's check out the last bedroom. So there's your half bath here. Also some really pretty tile. And that wall, exposed brick, that is just gorgeous. Gold finishes as well. The really, really pretty cabinetry. And then that leads out into the backyard. And then it looks like you've got some linen closet space right here. And this is the 4th bedroom with a full bath, walk-in shower, and your walk-in closet. Again, another huge walk-in closet. Peek at this penny tile flooring, a built-in shelf, and a built-in bench. So that's the entire tour of this new construction home in the Country Club neighborhood. All right, let's go take a look out back at this patio. So they have built-in grill right here and a lot of stone counter space, so that would be great for entertaining. A lot of shade back here. I mean, it's the end of the day, so it's very warm outside, but I'm, under this covered patio, and I'm not hot at all. I mean, they've got ceiling fans that you could have going if you need to. And this yard is, like I said, this is on almost half an acre. So there's no pool back here, which I was curious about. There's plenty of space to put a pool back here if that's what you want. All right, y'all, let's talk a little bit about the different builders. So the big national builders have definitely discovered Denton. Okay, so you got your D.R. Horton, MI Homes, KB Homes, Lennar. This home that we're in right now is built by Carmen. And then you got some of your maybe more local builders like Coventry, and the Highland Village is also another really big one out here. What's interesting about Denton's new construction is you've got all different ranges of communities, from master plan communities that include their own parks and extensive trails, to those smaller infill communities that may be more or closer to more metropolitan areas or downtowns of cities. And then you've even got just starter home communities as well. And I love, one of the trends that I'm seeing is that some of these builders are focusing on outdoor community spaces, which is really great. All right, so let's break down some of the prices. So for a lot of the homes that start around $300,000 to $350,000, you're gonna get a range maybe of 1,500 to 1,800 square feet. And then those mid-range homes that are $375,000 up to maybe closer to $450,000 are going to be closer to the 2,000 square foot range, maybe even up to 2,800 square feet. And then the higher end new construction is going to start around $500,000, and those can be up to $800,000. And then you're looking at some of the even larger luxury homes, like the one I'm in right now. So this one, like I said, is a Carmen home. It is 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. And it's 3,900 plus square feet. It's got 2 living spaces, a study, and 3-car garage. For comparison, for those new construction homes in Denton, those prices, you would probably pay about 20 to 30% more in areas like Plano or Frisco. Now, one of the homes that we are going to tour later is actually in a tax rate of 1.73%. That is probably Denton's best kept secret weapon. So that's, I think, the lowest tax rate I have seen in all of the Metroplex. Now, a lot of the new builds you're going to see, like we toured in this home, an open concept floor, upgraded builder finishes. A lot of them are featuring a walk-in pantry and a nice island as well. And a lot of them are energy efficient. Okay, and then style-wise, you're seeing a large variety of different styles, from your modern contemporary style homes. Farmhouse is obviously still very popular. You've got this one that has the farmhouse style sink and the exposed wood features. And then you've even got your very, very traditional Texas style home as well. So I really hope you enjoy touring this home. And why don't we take a look at another home that's in a different price point. And I'll drive around when I'm headed out so that you guys can see this neighborhood as well. We are in Vintage Village. Okay, so this community already wins because it's got its own playground. That's awesome. Another thing to note, there is no mud or pit tax. So you've got lower taxes out here, and so that is another win-win. So why don't we go in and take a look. All right, guys, I'm in an MI home here. It is the Addison model. It is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. It starts at $589, and it is around 3,100 square feet. So immediately when you walk in, you've got some very high vaulted ceilings. Got an area that you could make into a study here right behind me. Stairs going up, but they are not carpeted, so they are hardwood. And then you've got an open concept living room here. So lots of nice counter space here. Very interesting backsplash there. And it looks like these are luxury vinyl plank floors. And even leading through to the study here, looks like you've got a yummy coffee bar. And you can make this into whatever you would like. And then I'm guessing this is, yep, you got your walk-in pantry here. Definitely smaller than the previous home I was in. And then you've got all of this beautiful natural light. I'm not sure what lot size is, but the backyard obviously is less than half an acre. So why don't we go over here and take a look at the primary bedroom on the first floor, which is awesome. Huge windows, you've got an accent wall there. Then your ensuite bathroom, stand-up shower, and separate tub here. You got double sinks, own private throne room, which is awesome, and his and her closet. Oh, that's interesting. You've got this really nice size walk-in closet, but if one of you is more messy than the other, you don't want to see their stuff all over, you got your own separate closet. So that's an interesting touch. That's not something I see very often. So that's really cool. All right, you step out here, you're back into the living room. Take a peek upstairs. All right, I'm upstairs. This is a serious game room situation. Big open space here. It's gonna be a theater room, multi-purpose room. Looks like they have this set up as your theater room. So you've got another bonus room off of that big loft area. And this is all carpeted upstairs. You know, it's painted. Some people paint theater rooms all black. You know, this is a nice, cool, soothing tone. You know, you got a half bath here, so taking a bathroom break from your movie, from your game, you've got that right there. You got two bedrooms right here. You've got a bedroom here with probably your standard size closet with just your, you know, one rack across. You got a full bath here, which does still have double vanities. So that's awesome. And then the really pretty penny tile. And then you've got your third bedroom right here. The share bathroom here. And then you've got the half bath right over here. So let's take a look from upstairs. There you have it. And then right off of the front door, you do have another bedroom here. I'm assuming could be, you know, your guest bedroom. With a really decent sized walk-in closet. So it is also carpeted. And then the bath is not en suite, but it's just a short walk across the hallway here. You got a full bath here. Really, really pretty tile. This white tile. Laid nicely. The dark chocolate finishes. And really dark tile, which is awesome on the floor. Won't show as much dirt. So again, that was the Addison model out at Vintage Village. It was a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, and it is starting at $589,000, 3,100 square feet. It had really, really beautiful finishes, great location. You're right next to a playground. You do have this, looks like a natural, maybe, I'm not sure what type of body of water it is over here. Can't really see it, but I don't know if it's a catch and release type of pond or if it's just overflow, a rain runoff, but you do have that there. So it is very walkable as far as a community. If you want to go take a walk around the neighborhood, it's got brand new, very well maintained sidewalks, and it's definitely really family friendly. So I see people out with their dogs, with their kids. It looks like this community starts as low as $449, so that's something to consider if that's in your budget. But again, like I said, there's no PID and no mud tax, which is so great to not have mud or PID taxes. All right, let's do a quick market update for zip code 76226. You've got about a 4.9 month supply of inventory, which means you're close to 5 months. If all of the homes that were listed right now were to all sell, it would take about 5 months. So that's creeping pretty close to a balanced market, of which most people consider balanced at about 6 months. And over the last 12 months, we have seen about a 36% increase in inventory, and the sold to list price is sitting really strong at about 98%. So that means sellers are getting really close to their asking price. Median days on market is around 77, which means that on average, homes are selling over the course of about 2 months. And the median sold price is about $532,000. All right, so that concludes our market update for 76226. Why don't we go take a look at our next price home? Alright guys, as soon as I come in, I'm in an open foyer situation. Right off to my right is a bedroom here. It is a smaller size bedroom, maybe great for a kid room or even a guest bedroom with, you know, your standard size closet. So you've got this right here is right up at the front of the home. And then immediately off to my right, you've got a bathroom. So it's a full bath. You've got a study. So this could be a study or some sort of sitting room. I don't know if people do that anymore. Here it's also carpeted. And then along through the rest of the floors, this is all open. You've got your engineered hardwood flooring. You've got a dining situation here. So this is all open and then it runs right into your kitchen. All standard appliances. There's no hardware on the cabinetry, but you can always add later. You got a decent sized pantry here also. Good sized shelves. And then you can go straight on over here to your living area, which you could probably, you know, either put the TV on that wall or on this wall here. And then you can cut through the living area right here, and then you're in the primary suite. It is carpeted as well. That's a really, really good sized primary suite with, you know, big, nice open windows right into your ensuite bathroom, which is the engineered hardwood. Interesting that they only put one sink in here. They had plenty of room to extend out if they wanted to do 2 sinks, but you've got a nice, you know, stand-up shower here. That is going to serve as probably your linen closet. Good sized walk-in closet here as well. And your own room right back here. No door, but I'll negotiate a door for you. And then your laundry room's right across from your master. And then the rest of your bedrooms are gonna be right over here, just past the dining area. So you've got a bedroom here. Now this one is a little bit bigger than that front bedroom. Standard size closet. And all the bedrooms are carpeted. And then a full bath here as well. Here's your other bedroom. And yeah, let's go take a peek. And this one, again, is the D.R. Horton builder. The base plan on this one starts at $355,000, but again, tax rate is 1.73, which is the lowest I've seen in DFW. And you got a covered patio here, decent sized yard, fenced in, brand new fence. So you know you can put your grill out here, you could install a fan if you wanted to. That was our D.R. Horton home, and it is about 2,000 square feet. Base price is $355,000, and like again, I can't stress enough the low tax rate out here. Buyers usually either save money or they get more than what they thought they could. So really nice wide sidewalks here, wide streets too. So, you know, cars are street parked, but it doesn't feel super cramped. So I feel like I'm squinting because the sun is in my eyes. But all right, let's do a quick market update for the zip code 76207. And there is currently about a 4.2 month supply of inventory. So, you know, that's a slight increase over the last 12 months. And the sold to list percentage is 98%. So again, it seems like builders or sellers are getting pretty darn close to what they are asking for. And then the median days on market is around 71%, showing that homes are moving quickly. There are 3 phases to this development, and they're currently in phase 3. So they have 180 or so lots to sell off. And in last week alone, they sold 22 in 1 week. So again, that low tax rate, it's just a lot of people can't compete with that. The median sold price in the zip code 76207 is around $423,000. Again, this D.R. Horton community, they do have a model floor plan that starts lower than the one we just saw. Their Ashburn starts at $299,990. So that's also something to consider. The one we just viewed, so that base is $355,990, and so at that price your mortgage would probably close to $2,500. So all good things to consider. Well, I hope you guys got some good information. I hope you enjoyed this video, and now I'm gonna drive around, give you guys a little preview of the community. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope you enjoyed seeing homes in different price points in Denton, so that maybe you know what would fit within your budget, where you could start looking. And I really hope to see you guys back here again on my channel. Feel free to call, text, or email me if you have any questions. If you're thinking about moving to Denton, I would love to help you guys. And I'll see you guys next time on my channel, Living in Denton, Texas.